In America, we have a few hundred genders. How many genders do you guys have in Russia?
It's crazy. First time in my life, and I was in California, I was like on coffee shop. I really want to go bathroom. And I'm coming like 2 bedroom, all gender, all gender. It's like, what is this? Where I have to go? First time I said, like, I stopped I stayed like 5 seconds there. Where's woman? Where's man? I locked the door. Anybody inside? I don't know, but I grew up in very traditional place. I am from big mountains and we have only 2 gender.
It will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female.
Well, there's been a mixed reaction from world leaders as the LGBTQ+ community responds to US President Donald Trump's decision to formally recognise only 2 genders. As part of his initial 26 executive orders, President Trump signed a decree barring American agencies from recognising any genders assigned from male and female.
It will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female.
Canada's Conservative Party leader and the man polls indicate is likely to become the next Prime Minister responded today, seemingly in line with President Trump.
I'm just asking more so if you're in line with what he is saying. Do you agree with what he's saying? Is that something that you would be lockstep with if elected as Prime Minister?
Well, I'm not aware of any other genders than men and women. I mean, if you have any other that you want me to consider, you're welcome to tell me right now. I'm only aware of 2, but I mean, if you come up with another list, then you're welcome to do that. But I'm aware of 2. And as far as I'm concerned, we should have a government that just minds its own damn business and leaves people alone to make their own personal decisions.
Here at home, his executive order is drawing widespread government debate.
President Donald Trump this week made an executive order for the government to only recognise 2 genders, male and female. What's your response to that, and how many genders do you think governments should recognise?
Really? I'll say this in a broad sense. We are seeing too much US-style division coming to our country, and it's the responsibility of leaders to call it out and not respond to it and stand up for their communities. Every Victorian should have the right to practice their faith, whatever that faith may be, and do so safely, and to love who they love and to be who they are. That's what's important here. What happens in the US happens in the US. What we should be focused on here is saying enough of that US-style division. We've had enough hurt. We've got enough division. We don't need to add to that with this sort of tokenistic behaviour. We've got to focus on supporting people to be who they are, to love who they want to love, and to practice their faith, whatever their faith may be.
We think very firmly in this country that I think everyone has had enough of division, enough of people feeding and trying to engender hatred, whether it be anti-Semitism or on issues around gender equality. We're getting on with the business of government, we're getting on with the business of delivering for our communities and making sure that we actually continue to have a socially inclusive and a great place for people to live, and that sort of division and people or politicians who want to feed that division here in this country really should have a long, hard look at themselves and think about what they are doing to our community cohesion.
It comes back to respect, about respecting that biological basis that we can't get away from when we're born, and making sure that women in particular, their rights are protected. And I think we can do that in a sensible way without vitriol, without upsetting anyone, but just respecting the fact that there are some changes that I think in our society that we probably need to lean into.